When trying to get the most performance out of every dollar while building a new PC, it may seem like a good idea to buy used parts from other people. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a great method to save a bunch of cash, but there are some components that you should not buy used. So, here is, in no particular order, a list of 4 items that I would not advise ever buying used. First up, it's the motherboard. Now, the motherboard is the spine of your build. It's responsible for connecting everything together, and it also has the task of delivering the power it receives from your power supply to components like your CPU, RAM, M.2 drives, and expansion cards such as graphics cards, wireless cards, Bluetooth cards, capture cards. You get the point. That is why you don't want to take any risks with your motherboard. Buying a used one means it will have a shorter lifespan, and if it fails, it may end up taking some of your hardware along with it into an early grave. Next up, we have power supplies. Now, if the motherboard is the spine of your PC, then the PSU is the heart. It delivers power to everything, which makes it a critical part of any system, even though it is often overlooked as a boring part. However, unlike a motherboard, if this part fails, it can kill anything and everything in your system, whether it be a CPU, a GPU, or just a simple fan or LED strip. Moreover, a faulty power supply may cause a fire and end up killing you or someone else along with your PC. So, don't buy used power supplies. They're pretty cheap anyways. Now we're gonna move on to hard drives. Now, this may seem a bit odd after the first ones, but stay with me. Your hard drive doesn't have the potential of killing any other components if it fails, yet buying it used is an awful idea. You see, hard drives rely on motors and a moving arm to read and write data. This means that wear from all the movement is a real big factor, and the hard drive is one of the parts that are most prone to failure. Therefore, buying them used just puts you at a higher risk of losing data if the drive fails. And now last up, solid state drives, or SSDs. Now, these, unlike traditional hard drives, do not have any moving parts. However, what they do have is a limit to how many times they can be written to. This means that with every byte of data that you write to an SSD, it's getting closer to its death. So, when buying a used SSD, you can know for sure that it will not live as long as a newly bought one, which makes buying it a bit of a waste. So there you have it. I would like to say that these are just guidelines that you would be wise to follow. I'm not saying that you can't buy a used part and have it last years on end, even longer than brand new ones, but with these particular components, it might just not be worth taking the risk. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, you can click on the right to watch my latest video or on the left to watch a random video. And as always, this has been Vlad from Goodsauce Tech, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, bye bye.